Good morning, dear children. This is Shruti ma'am, Modern English School, New Area, Navada. Today we will learn the sixth poem, that is Amanda, from your book, that is First Flight. In this poem, Amanda, it is written by a poetess. Poetess means lady poet, that is Robin Klein, and she is an Australian poetess. And other details it will be there in the video. This is the poem where that there is a good message that the main character in this poem is a girl. The name of the girl is Amanda, and she is of 10 to 12 years old. And in this poem there are 7 stanzas. And that the poem shows us that how a girl, Amanda, she was constantly instructed by her parents, and that is also not in a good way. And that parenting, that is a very tough thing, that it doesn't mean that always to give instructions to the children, and that also in a very rough or in a harsh way. And that if the parents, they behave with the children in this way, how the children started feeling, and that what becomes the situation. Naturally it will not be good for the children at all. In the very beginning, the first stanza is started like this, that maybe mother or maybe father, that parent is telling Amanda that Amanda, don't bite your nails, and why are you haunching, and don't just like this. Means that in the very beginning of the poem, we are introduced in this way, that parent is scolding Amanda for cutting her nails, and parent is also scolding Amanda to sit in a very lazy and in a free way. Second stanza, that is for Amanda, that and that the stanzas which are that is the thoughts of Amanda, and the stanzas which reflect, which shows us the thoughts of Amanda, that is in bracket. And whether when the any phrases, any thing that is in bracket, that means that bears the that bears more emphasis. In the second stanza, Amanda is thinking that she is like a mermaid, and she is just roaming in the sea, that is emerald sea. Emerald means that is greenish blue colored sea, and how blissful it is to that roam here in this sea. That is that in the sea means it could not be free from other creatures, but Amanda is thinking that as if she is a mermaid and she is roaming over, only the inhabited, only Amanda is living over there, and there is nobody to disturb her. So how annoyed, how irritated Amanda is. So that's why she is thinking, if she could be the inhabited of the that sea, deep sea, like emerald sea, and how it could be blissful, that is peaceful for Amanda. Last stanza again, that I think that somebody is telling that have you completed your homework, and that have you made your room, means made your room tidy and nice, and have you just mended your shoes also. Means 3 things are there, 3 instructions are there, that Amanda should complete her homework, and Amanda should make her room tidy, and Amanda should make her shoes also neat and clean. Fourth stanza, that is for Amanda, and this is also in bracket. And here Amanda is thinking that if she could be the orphan. Orphan means the child who is having no parents, no guardians. So, and she is thinking that she is roaming on the street and her feet is bare and it is full of clad, it is full of mud, and that is silence is golden, and freedom is I can't remember that. There means that she is naturally irritated and she is not happy, and she is thinking as if she is orphan, so there is nobody to nag her, there is nobody to irritate her, there is nobody to constantly give her instructions, and that orphan means there is nobody to look after, take care of her, and Amanda wants that. She wants to be an orphan, and so on the road she could roam, she could walk freely, and freedom is that silence is peace, and yes, freedom is golden, like this. So freedom is golden and silence is peace. Naturally that there is, if nobody is talking, if there is nobody to disturb you with constant utterings, then your mind will be in peaceful condition, and freedom is golden. Naturally, if anybody is free, then that is very much enjoyable, and that is golden. Fifth stanza, that again that Amanda, don't eat chocolate, and be careful of your acne, yes, pimples. So that here somebody, Amanda is that 10 to 12 years old girl. So naturally she will eat chocolate, and when she is eating chocolate, then somebody is making her aware that she should not eat chocolate, and because previously she had acne, she had pimples, and she should be very much careful of her outer beauty. This is also so much not acceptable. So sixth stanza again, Amanda is thinking that she might be Rapunzel, and she is there on the tall tower, and there she is lonely and she is enjoying her loneliness. And in the story Rapunzel, that Rapunzel had a very long hair, and she used to just open her hair till the ground floor, because as the prince could using that hair, the prince could come to her. But here Amanda, she did not want anyone to come to her. So she is telling that she will not open her hair and on the tall tower, on the top of the tower, she will be there, only she will be there, and she will enjoy her freedom, and she will enjoy her life as she liked. So that's 3 stanzas from parents and 3 stanzas from Amanda. And that yes, that parents obviously they will tell the children what to do, what not to do, but that there also should be a limitation, na? That children, they are having their own imagination, they are having their own wills, they are having their own wishes, they also should have freedom, otherwise that life will be burden to them, na? So here it happens with Amanda. And 7th stanza again, it is by the parents, and that parent is telling that don't be sulky always. Sulky means that as if that Amanda is always moody, Amanda doesn't listen to her parents. So that here the parents are very much irritated, and that's why that the parent is telling Amanda not to be so much sulky, not to be so much moody always, otherwise that everybody will think that the parents are very much nagging, the parents are very much irritated. Actually, we have seen lots of parents, and different parents, their way of upbringing their children are different. Some parents are, yes, the children, they don't know anything, they will be naughty, they will make create some disturbances, but then also sometimes we will just scold them, but not always. We will love them also, and we have to make them understand that why they should not do some particular things, then they will be able to understand. And there are so many parents, they are very sweet spoken, they speak very nicely. So this is the poem when the poetess wants to tell that parenting, it doesn't mean that always it should be harsh, it should be like nagging, like poking. Parenting can be different, and that if parenting is like this, always scolding, always poking, always nagging, then naturally the children also in their mind, inside them, they will revolt, and they will not be able to accept all those things. And so there will be a distance between parents and children. So listen this, and if any problem is there, any doubt is there, then obviously talk to me. Okay, thank you everybody. Have a nice time. Stay at home, stay